the station covering all of the DMV. This is DC News Now.
All right, coming up on DC News Now at noon, more questions and answers. Still, almost a week after a shooting inside of a metro station causes chaos during a busy rush hour, what we know and still do not know at this hour. And later, rising rent, what leaders in this local city want to do right now to tackle the growing problem. Well, hey, everybody, thanks so much for joining us. I am Joseph Olmo in for Mark Hall today, talking about the news at noon. Let's bring in meteorologist Damon Matson in on the conversation because, Damon, I'm looking outside of the windows of our beautiful studio here in Northwest D.C., and it's cloudy outside. Can we get some sun?
Yeah, that's what we're hoping for, Joe. It's been a great start to the day. Not the greatest way you want to start out your Monday, but we are looking at hopefully some improvement as we go down the line through the afternoon and evening. But there you go. That's the view we can see right outside the studio, and not even just in Washington, D.C., but just about the entirety of the DMV and four-state region. We are noticing that cloud cover. Look at that gray hue that is going on out there here today. That's all that low cloud cover that we are experiencing as we move throughout much of the daytime. There's been a few breaks here and there. You're getting some over parts of northeastern Maryland, back down into the Blue Ridge Mountains of northern Virginia, but the rest of this cloud cover is going to be tough to get rid of the rest of the day until this high pressure center does finally build itself right up into our region here. That's when we're really going to start to notice that clearing, and hopefully by the time we get into the day tomorrow, with this high sticking around, we should be in a pretty good place. But there you go. Over the next few hours here, we're just talking about a mostly cloudy sky. Temperatures a little chilly, but not all that bad here. So we're going to stay in the mid 40s as we move into the 2, 3, 4 o'clock hour. And then, like I said, eventually, as we go on towards your Tuesday, we'll have a better chance at seeing that sunshine for a nice second day of the work week. Now, all eyes are on later this week as a pretty strong storm system begins to approach the area. What is the latest with that, and what potential impacts could we be seeing Wednesday night going into Thursday? We're going to have a full check of your forecast coming up here in just a bit.
All right, Damon Matson to start us off here at 12:02 on this cloudy Monday afternoon. Tori Moore, happening today. Tori Moore, the man who police are saying is behind the killing of a gas station employee. He is expected in court at 1 p.m. for a bond hearing. So let's just get you up to speed on what happened. There's a twist in the story. Montgomery County Police say 31-year-old Tori Moore also had a pregnant woman's decomposing body in his unit. They say they discovered the body when they came to arrest him for the shooting at the gas station, where, again, investigators say he killed the 61-year-old clerk at that Shell gas station across the street from where he lives. We have our eyes on that courtroom, and we will bring you new details as we get them into our newsroom. In the meantime, today, D.C. police are still investigating the off-duty FBI agent who shot and killed a man right on the station platform at Metro Center. The gunfire sending hundreds running in a scene that is simply all too familiar in America these days. Take a look at this security footage released last week showing Troy Bullock as he fought with the FBI agent, who's still unidentified at this hour, during Wednesday night's rush hour. Both went over the edge. They fell 8 feet down that edge to the left-hand side of your screen there. That's when the agent shot and killed Bullock. The agent went to the hospital with minor injuries. And DC News Now's Dave Laval explains why we still don't have a lot of information in this shooting.
What's interesting about the report is what it does not say, what led up to the fight between the two men. But it does shed more information on the person killed in the struggle. D.C. police say Troy Bullock committed 3 offenses during the fight: aggravated assault, he carried a pistol without a license, and was actually a convicted felon in possession of a weapon. Security footage shows Bullock on the right as he fought with the unidentified FBI agent during Wednesday night's rush hour. Both went over the edge and fell 8 feet. That's when the agent shot and killed Bullock. The agent went to the hospital. We have not been given an update on his condition. More gunshots rang out of the Metro Benning Street station the next day. Police arrested a 16-year-old after he wounded 3 people, including a 15-year-old police say he fought with before the shooting. Despite the violent 2 days for the rail system, Metro's boss offered words of encouragement to passengers earlier this week.
You're safe. Simple. And, you know, there's feelings and emotions around that, but we are safe. If you look at statistically probability of actually having an incident in Metro, it's incredibly small.
Meanwhile, there's mixed reaction from those who travel by Metro.
I'm not safe. I don't think so. People is very safe inside the Metro. I don't want to say all of them, but some area is not as safe for the people.
Sometimes getting on at Metro Center early in the morning on the Red Line, it can be pretty packed, and sometimes you'll have some loud and rowdy people, but overall I still feel pretty safe.
The investigation into Wednesday's deadly shooting here continues. At Metro Center Station, Dave Laval, DC News Now.
All right, Dave, thanks so much for that update. Hey, take a look at this. A family lost their home and their 2 dogs after a fire in Chevy Chase yesterday. First responders telling us that they were called to Chevy Chase Road for a fire on the first floor of this single-family home. There was nobody in the home when the fire started in the kitchen, but again, the fire unfortunately taking the lives of 2 dogs. Montgomery County Fire says the blaze caused around $200,000 worth of damage. And listen to this one. A middle schooler is in hot water after school resource officers found him with marijuana edibles. The Charles County Sheriff's Office in Maryland tells us it happened at Matthew Henson Middle School. It started when officers received a complaint that the student was bringing in these edibles to the school to sell. A school officer confiscated the edibles and notified a parent of the student. That student faces disciplinary action by Charles County Public Schools, and the Sheriff's Office is consulting the state's attorney's office over how they will charge the student, or even if they will charge the student. That investigation is ongoing. Of course, we'll keep you updated as we learn more. All right, your time now, 12:06 on DC News Now. Service is back to normal on Metro's Green Line after a person was hit and killed by a train at the Anacostia Metro station early yesterday morning. It happened just before 8 o'clock. After the person was hit, Metro shut down Green Line service between Navy Yard and Southern Avenue for several hours. By Sunday afternoon, all train service was fully restored. All right, happening today, Montgomery County Executive Mark Elrich hosting a forum. He wants feedback on how the county will spend its money for the next fiscal year. It's a big deal for Maryland's largest county. The meeting will be held at 7 o'clock tonight from the Black Rock Center for the Arts. This is in Germantown. You don't have to go in person, though. There's an online option through a link on the county's website. All right, well, no debate here. Putting a roof over your head in the DMV is not an easy or a cheap thing to do. In Prince George's County, leaders in Laurel, they are working out some solutions for residents who say they just can't take any more hikes in the price they pay for rent. A bill proposed to City Council would place a 3% rental cap increase on landlords. They wouldn't be able to hike it more than 3%. However, after several conversations with renters and landlords, the mayor is considering not a 3, but a 4% cap. Landlords are calling for other solutions. DC News Now's Yamari Sisse fills you in on what you need to know.
My rent was increased by 54%. It was increased an additional $800 or an additional $1,000 to go month to month.
Kia Jefferson is one of dozens of Laurel residents struggling to pay rent as landlords raise prices. City leaders are now proposing solutions.
The biggest issue is agreeing on a rental cap percentage.
Some city council members want to place a 3% rental cap increase on landlords through what's known as the Anti-Homelessness and Displacement Act.
It lays out an exceptions process. It lays out, an exemption process.
After several conversations with renters and landlords, the mayor's considering a 4% cap.
I think that a fair median would probably be meeting in the middle at 3.5%, especially given that the landlord said they haven't passed 3%, and AOBA in writing said they hadn't passed 3.4 for their clients on average. I still want to go forth with a bill, that might not have the full support of the council. Waiting, doesn't help people that need help, immediately.
The Maryland Multi-Housing Association, which represents landlords and managers, say they've been studying the issue.
It offers services, the ability to employ individuals in the city of Laurel is going to be tied closely to your total, the revenue you get from the real property tax. Studies have consistently found that real property tax assessments fall precipitously under rent control.
And they're calling for other solutions.
other policies that can be put in place that don't depress the rental market, that don't result in real property tax losses, that don't result in lost apartments, and it can benefit people here in Laurel.
In Prince George's County, Yamari Sase, DC News Now.